Hello everybody, welcome back to Blue Harvest Vintage Toys. I'm going to be talking about toys this video. I like to stick with toys, basically. I don't do politic videos. I don't like to talk about... I do reviews. I did talk to Retro Blasting, who are a toy channel, but he started to bring a bit of politics into it, about the Fandom Menace. I don't really want to talk about those because I don't agree with them. I don't like them. Some things to say are pretty okay, but I don't agree with most of the things they think about certain programs. I've been watching a lot of videos on the shows that I like. Doctor Who. I love Doctor Who. I will watch it every time it's on. I've watched it for 50 odd years. Well, not 50 odd years because I'm not 50, but my whole life I've watched Doctor Who. I've watched Star Trek for all of my life. Star Wars when I was 7-8-year-old. So that's for majority of my life. I know I like. I don't think it gives me the right to say that some things need to be done this way or that. I've got opinions, and if I don't like it, I'll just say it's bad. Doctor Who at the moment is very bad. It's always been slightly boring, would I say? I don't want to say boring as such, but there's always been something in it to keep you watching. There's always been something really stupid in it, and something thinking that wouldn't happen, or... But it's fantasy, it's sci-fi, there's a lot of things that wouldn't happen, but some things are really dafting. Not that never happen, and you don't agree with, but that's a program. We are not here to change things. It's like people wanting The Last Jedi to be scrapped. Remake The Last Jedi. Why? That's what's happened. That's what they've made. Deal with it. If you've got something different in your head, keep it in your head. Back in the day, we used to play with Star Wars figures and MetaZone shows. We had Star Wars, and that was it. Then we got Empire Strikes Back. Fueled us imagination to make different stories. Our figures, we used to play with them. I mean, now I don't play with figures anymore. I don't play with toys anymore, obviously. I talk about them. But I'm going off on a tangent here. I just despair of anything that comes out is it's just ridiculous straight away. Picard, it hadn't even come out and people were trashing it. I watched the first episode yesterday. Really good. Not great. It's the first episode. It's the first episode. I think there's going to be 8 episodes. It's a good start. Nobody knows what's going to happen in it, and everybody's trashing it. Back to Doctor Who. Season 11 was okay. There's not enough room for character development. There's too many characters in it to get development. We haven't even seen the character of the Doctor yet. When there's a new Doctor, we get that where they regenerate, they faint, and they get up, and they're themselves. That certain character. Each regeneration of the Doctor is a certain character. We've not seen the character of Jodie Whittaker yet, and that's what we're in the second season of her. That's down to the writers. Realize all we see about it is just waving a bloody Wondermat, a sonic screwdriver. Just everything was resolved by that. I just want to see the intelligence of the Doctor and her standing up to. See, the companion. I'm not going to say fam, so that's a horrible word. The companion, or the three now, should stand up to the Doctor if they think something's not right. These are just going along with whatever she says, and they don't even know they don't know who she is. They've never found out who she is, and they're just blindly going along with her. Even Rose stood up to the Doctor a lot of the time. All the companions did. If they think something was wrong, the Doctor is defined by the companions. We're saying the Doctor through their eyes, so the Doctor is defined by the companions. But these three we've got now. I mean, I'll admit I don't like Bradley Walsh, but he's the best of the three. They've not got a lot to do. They're just like yes men for the Doctor, and that's just tragic, really. I mean, Orphan 55 was the worst episode I've ever seen. I had to go back and watch Blink to remind me how good Doctor Who actually can be. It's not always been brilliant, like I just said. It's not always been brilliant. It's never really been brilliant. There's always been leads up to a good story, and then the end is quite disappointing. But it's always brought me back to watch it, and I will always watch it. The first 5 episodes of this season have been on Earth. Why stick to Earth when you've got a blue box that can send you through time and space? Yes, they went back in time, blah, blah, blah. But it's still on Earth. Why stick on Earth? Go to another planet. Even when we thought it was a different planet, it was Earth. On Orphan 55, which we've seen what happens to Earth. When Christopher Eccleston took Rose to see the end of Earth. I mean, it could still work. That I don't know. It's not as. I know people say they'll give up on things, but I'm not. I will never give up on Doctor Who, never, because it was pretty bad in the 80s, late 80s. Timing slots as well. Even Star Trek. I mean, the original Star Trek was supposedly had bad ratings, but they never did. They never really did have bad ratings. It's not true, that. And the Next Generation, the first couple of seasons weren't brilliant, but they stuck at it, and after season 3, it was brilliant. The last couple of seasons, a bit iffy, but these offshoots like Voyager and Deep Space Nine, I never really got into. Enterprise, no, I don't know. The Star Trek movies I quite like, but they've tried to turn them too much into Star Wars. Discovery. It's got some good parts in it, but I just don't like Michael. I would rather have a Captain Pike series. That'd be excellent. Again, that's fan service, if you like. Nothing wrong with fan service. It's nostalgia. That's the whole point. It's why I collect Star Wars figures. It's the nostalgia, and there's nothing wrong with nostalgia. The only program that I've seen the Fandom Menace really like, and it surprises me that they actually got through it, was The Witcher. I love The Witcher. I've seen it. I watched it twice now. I watched all 8 episodes twice, two runs throughs, because I didn't know anything about The Witcher. I'd never played the game. I've been playing it constantly ever since. I've started reading the books as well. That I like Lord of the Rings. I've never watched Game of Thrones, but The Witcher is just something different for me. It's somebody said that if you didn't know anything about it, it was quite hard to watch. That it flips backwards, forwards in time. And I didn't really get that at the beginning. It took me about 3 or 4 episodes to realise that it was a wibbly wobbly timey wimey kind of thing. So, and watching it the second time, I enjoyed it a lot more, knowing, and I saw a lot more. There's a point where the king, who's got his sister pregnant, and there's like the incestuous relationship going on there, and then it goes back in time, and there's the brother and sister there as the young kids. So that was quite. I didn't recognise that first time, but the second time, yeah, you see a lot more. So The Witcher really needs to be put your phones down, watch the TV. That's what a lot of people don't do. Is they'll put something on. Netflix and chill is Netflix is on the background and you're on your phone. That's what that is. So you're not actually taking in a lot of the programs. And I think that's what a lot of the reviews are coming from. Well, I didn't like that. Well, did you watch it? Well, it were on. Yeah, but you need, especially The Witcher, you need to watch it. You need to put your phone down, turn your phone off, watch it. It's like being at the cinema. You are forced to watch it. I mean, you can sit there on your phone, but that's just pointless because you're paying. It's like Netflix. You're paying for Netflix. Why are you on your phone? Watch it. So I suggest you watch The Witcher if you've watched it and you think that it's especially if you watch the first episode and you're thinking I don't get it and you leave it, don't carry on. Just carry on. And if you've watched it all the way through, watch it all the way through again, because it is well worth watching a second time. I did a video a few months back about The Boys, and that's another programme that's absolutely brilliant that needs watching. Put your phone down, watch it. There are certain programmes that I don't watch TV very much. I watch YouTube most of the time. That's the first thing I do is see what's on YouTube. I watch gamers playing games, live streaming. I don't know, I just enjoy it. I think there's Doctor Who, the Antiques programmes, yeah. I watch the Antiques programmes. Sometimes I watch them on iPlayer. Antiques Road Trip, things like that. Backing up sometimes. Guilty pleasure, yeah, but there's not many programmes that I actually watch on TV. I said Doctor Who. That's probably the one that I really watch. I think there's nothing on ITV. Maybe Family Guy, but I haven't watched that for a while. Most of the programs like Picard was on Amazon Prime. The Witcher's on Netflix. I don't know. It's just I despair when people on YouTube, the Fandom Menace, go on and just slate things just because they can. It's nice to see that they do like The Witcher. I just thought I'd make a video about it and get it off my chest, to be honest with you. I know I've slated Doctor Who because it is rubbish at the moment, but it'll come good again. I'm sure of it. I'll keep watching it. Even after 55, I'm still watching it. The next episode tomorrow is again on Earth. I don't know what's happening after that. But I just want somebody to write it and flesh out the characters. Maybe we need an episode like Blink or the Love and Monsters one, where we're not as much Doctor Who. We see what people see in the Doctor. See the Doctor from the outside. And maybe an episode where there's somebody researching the Doctor, like the Master was supposed to be somebody who researched the Doctor before we found out it was the Master. Somebody who researched the Doctor and tells somebody else about him, or her now. And we just see a bit more of the character, and I don't know, just fleshing. I just want this Doctor fleshing out, not just shouting, running about woman with a wand. I want to know more about this Doctor. I want more about this character, because every regeneration is a different character, and I just want to know more, please. Simple. Witcher season 2 is not going to be till next year now, apparently, which is a real shame. But thinking of Mark Hamill coming into it as Vosamir, I think it is, the head Witcher. That'd be quite cool if Mark Hamill comes into it. And it's going to be about Siri, training Siri up. That'd be pretty cool. I want to see a lot more Yennefer, please, as well. I like her. So there you go. There's me bit of a rant about... I'm doing this because my podcast, I've always promised to talk about toys and Star Wars toys. I talked a bit about with female characters this time, and I did go out of the... Well, I read the article out that we're talking about female characters in general, and not just Star Wars. So I did go out the boundaries of Star Wars there, but it is always about toys. I did help the Wall Street Journal out this week, so I mentioned that. Just they wanted me to value some of the Star Wars stuff that was in this mansion that was for sale, so I did that. Mentioned that it had cabinets and cabinets of Star Wars figures still on card. I think looked like a full collection, not just the vintage. It looked like every single carded figure that had ever come out, to be honest with you. But it had mannequins of all the characters, about 30 different characters, and they just wanted me to have a quick look at it and see what I thought about it, and it was amazing. So that's gone to Wall Street Journal. It's actually gone to the Daily Mail, the Sun, all the the UK papers. Not mention my name in it, but the original article did, and some other places gone with my name in it. So if you want to check that out, you can look on my Twitter. There's a link to it on there at Star Wars Toy Pod, or in the notes from the podcast on Apple Podcasts. And that's the Star Wars Toy Podcast. So there you go. I'm going to sign off where I usually sign off, but it's obviously not about toys, this one. But I'm going to say, may the toys be with you.